everybody. We finally got some nicer weather here in Kansas, so for today's video, we're going to take some of the animals. Yes, you get to go out too, Chumana. We're going to take some of the animals outside, let them get some natural sunlight. It's always good for reptiles to be able to get natural UV radiation, so it's good for them, and we get the benefit of seeing how beautiful they are. Reticulated pythons have some of the better iridescence out there that you can get, and nothing shows that better than natural sunlight. So we're going to go through, we're going to pull some of the animals out, let them get some exercise, and hope you guys enjoy coming along for the journey. Alright, so first one out is Chumana. For those of you that have been following for a while, you recognize her. She's our motley golden child, and as far as an animal being able to show off their iridescence, motley golden child is hard to beat. The darker the color, the easier it is to see the iridescence. So they all have it, it's just a little easier to see on darker colorations and patterns. So here's our beauty. Head stamp's looking gorgeous as always. But got her out. We're gonna let her do some exploring and stretching out, crawling through the grass, get some new smells, some new textures, stuff like that. Since it's been since spring, since they've been able to get out and get natural outside time. So we'll put her down and let you guys watch her kind of explore. Beautiful Miss Chumana. Look at that iridescence on her. Just so pretty. There's the pretty girl. All right, honey, I'll give you a few more minutes. Gonna let Chumana explore a little bit more outside, and the next clip we'll have a different animal out. All right, so next I'm gonna get out Celia. Celia is one that she's not an aggressive or defensive snake necessarily, but she's a bit of a runner. She would prefer to be left alone, but it's still good for her to get out and get the natural sunlight and stuff. So she may be on the move. It may be a little harder to get some really good footage for you guys, but I think it's kind of cool and important for everybody to see, you know, the different types of personalities and what you may encounter with, you know, different retics. So just because she makes my life a little bit more challenging getting her out doesn't mean she doesn't deserve the same enrichment and exercise. So we're gonna do it anyways. All right, so we've got the beautiful Miss Celia out. As you can see, you know, even with what I said, she's a great animal. She just generally prefers to be left alone, but she's having a really good day today, aren't you, honey? Yeah. Got a little bit of stuck shed, but what a gorgeous, gorgeous tiger. She's she's 100% het snow, meaning, you know, if she was bred with anery or albino, while the traits aren't showing in her, her offspring could be visual examples since she's heterozygous for those traits. So she's a beautiful animal, and she's a good girl. She's just a little more apprehensive. You're okay, honey. You're okay. She is a beautiful snake, aren't you? Do you want to explore the grass? Huh? You want to explore? Get some stretching? Alright, we're going to let her down. Alright, so I'm going to let Miss Celia down. You're okay. I want to, as you can see, she's off to the races. She can go much faster than this, don't get me wrong. But Chumana's going to, as you saw, she's kind of just going to lazily explore. I don't want Celia to think I'm cornering her or make her nervous. Got, you know, 6+ foot big scary guy standing over her, so I kneeled down to try and let her relax a little bit. You can see she stopped tongue flicking. I think she's a little bit concerned or a little bit cautious. So, but what a beautiful animal. The look of retics is what got me into them. This pattern, the coloration, just beautiful, but it's working with them and learning the different personalities that is what really made me fall in love. There you go, you got your tongue flicking a little bit now, honey? Yeah. You know it's bright out here, isn't it, sweetheart? What a gorgeous, gorgeous animal. You're okay, sweetie. Gonna do a little exploring? Wanna stretch out some? I'm trying to keep my shadow out of the way for you all. Help you some of this shed, baby. I'll give you a soak tonight and get this shed off. Here you go. Yeah. There we go. A little bit of exploring. Yep, she's off. What a beautiful. And Celia is 50% Calatoa, and I believe 12.5% Jampea. So I just find it fascinating, all the variants within the same species that different localities and different morph combinations can create. And for reference, this ledge is about 4 feet tall. Oh, where are you going, silly girl? Alright, well, we'll let her get some more exploring in, and we'll bring somebody else out. Alright, so we've got Solaire out. He is a motley tiger snow. So he has tiger like Celia did, but he also has anery and albino as visual traits versus heterozygous. So having those be visual is what makes him a snow. Just a gorgeous animal. Hi, buddy. I love his bone white head. I'll try and get it in the sun so you guys can see better. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you're such a handsome dude, aren't you? Alright, we'll let him explore on the ground and let you guys watch. Well, we're going to try and let you guys watch. He seems to just want to crawl on Dad. Solaire isn't very big, but he's big enough to where trying to one-hand a camera and him makes it a struggle. Here you go, dude. Yeah, get some exploring in. There we go. There he goes. And he's off. Where you going, dude? It's okay. It's okay. You're alright, buddy. Getting a little nervous, are we? There you go, dude. Oh, goodness gracious. Yep. Little nervous. Solaire hasn't had a bunch of outside time with me. So, it's normal. As you can see, he's not being defensive towards me. He's just kind of a little bit newer to this. Okay, I'm probably going to stop filming and just try and let him get some enrichment, some exercise, and make sure he doesn't stress out. Alright, says my phone needs to cool down, but we'll see what we can get. This is Slim. Slim came from a good friend, Susie. Slim is 81.25% super dwarf male anery. You can see he's just a great example of a really high silver animal. And he came from a pure TK line Calatoa produced or male paired to what would it be, like 62.5% old school SD. An old school SD just means that they were coming in before localities were being tracked. We know they're from the quote Superdorf Islands, but there's no lineage or record of which island he came from, so we'll let him explore as well. It's a lot easier when they're this size than it is when they're bigger to do one-handed. So sometimes they're kind of funny when they touch grass because I think it tickles them. There you go, dude. You're okay, Bubba. You're okay, buddy. Yeah. Handsome dude. There you go. Look at the silvers on his sides. He's just so pretty. I know I say that all the time, but I feel that way about all of them. They really are just beautiful in so many different ways. That's why I personally think reticulated pythons are some of, if not the most beautiful wild type pattern and coloration you can get out there. Hey, buddy, getting all those smells? There was a rabbit's nest, not here, but in another spot in the yard, and so I'm trying to remain cognizant that they may smell that. For those with reptiles, especially snakes or retics, if they smell food, then you have I wouldn't say, a good chance, but a higher likelihood that they may mistake you for food and try and hope for a meal and take a bite. But that's why it's so important to pay attention to their body language and what they're doing, because they do communicate to a degree if we're willing to pay attention to what they're trying to tell us. So we'll let him explore some more. I'm going to let my phone cool down so it don't overheat, and we'll get another one out. All right, so next we have Elowen. Elowen's also from Kagan Andrew. Kagan's like I am. Her animals are her babies, and so I know she likes to see them, see that they're doing well. Elowen is quite skinny right now. The last meal she accepted was December 11th. I've offered food. She hasn't taken it yet. She's still thick in the back end, so, I'm not terribly worried about her. But I think we're going to give her a nice soak, see if we can't get her back on food. Get her body weight back up, because she's looking quite thin. Aren't you, honey? You got some stuck shed, too. Alright, well, there's Miss Elowen, and we'll let her explore. Come here, honey. Trying to contain snakes inside of a basic camera angle can be challenging once they get to this size. And she is by no means a big reticulated python. She's a 50% Calatoa, and I can't remember if it's 12 or 9% Jamp, but she is a tiger like Celia, but she's a visual anery and het albino. So she's got the visual anery that Celia does not. So get you back in the sun. See if we can get a close up on. Yeah. Look at the beauty of this girl. See those tongue flicks? Taking it all in. Alright, there is Miss Elwyn, sweet girl from Kagan. Okay, the last animal we're going to show on today's video is Tinley. She got her name because I bought her at a US ARC auction. She was bred by Garrett out at Reach Out Reptiles. She is 37.5% Madu, 37.5% Kalatoa, so she's 75% Superdwarf and 9% Jampea. She is an anery, so all the red's removed. She's quite interested in you all in the camera, and frankly probably more to climb the tripod than anything, but we'll let her get some nice exploration and some sunlight, and that'll be it for this week. Unfortunately, I accidentally stopped recording on accident, so we'll see what we have at the end, but you can see her iridescence as she's cruising through the yard. Just a beautiful, beautiful wild pattern anery retic. No ma'am, you may not get mixed up in the hose. That is a knot I don't want to untangle. Apologize for the camera angle or lack thereof, you all. They do what they want, regardless of what I'm hoping they'll do, so let her explore, and I'll see you guys inside. Okay, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the outdoors like the snakes did. It's probably, about 15 minutes for you guys. It's been a couple of hours for myself and Logan, which, not complaining. I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm really loving that he enjoys it too. He likes to get out and see the snakes and learn about them, which is just awesome for me. I love that he's interested. But I hope you all enjoyed. So one thing I'm really excited for next week, I'm going down to Florida to see Jerry Wolf and Kagan Andrew and their monitor lizard facility. I've been following Jerry for years, been in contact with him as of late, and I'm going to go down to their Patreon party, see their wonderful facility that they've built out and are continuing to build out. They're just great people that love their animals like I do, so it's always good to meet people like that and see what they're doing so I can learn, and I'm sure I'll get ideas from them. Just really excited about it. For those of you that aren't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you do. We're almost to 450 subscribers, which I am very, very grateful for. Thank you all so much that have subscribed and liked the videos and comments. It really does help an immense amount. About 78% of our watchers are not subscribed, so if you could hit that subscribe button and hit the notifications so you're aware of our videos. They come out every Sunday, shooting for 8 a.m. Central Time, but it does help the channel grow if you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So please go ahead and do that, and thank you all so much for spending your Sundays with me. I have a great time doing this, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. As I've said in the past, if there's anything you guys are curious about, please put it in the comments. I'll be happy to touch on those topics and address them to the best of my ability. And if I don't know the answer, I am definitely not too proud to say that. And I'll go talk to people with more experience and try and get the answer for you all. That way we're all learning and all getting better. So thank you all. Hope everybody has a wonderful week. We'll see you next Sunday.